Hey everybody, welcome inside our Visit Syracuse broadcast booth with Jack Gordon. I'm Michael Tricarico.
Tonight from Cicero, two of the best offenses meet with a trip to the Dome on the line as third-seeded Baldwinsville takes on second-seeded CNS in a Section 3 Class AA semifinal matchup. Well, last week, both of these teams showed off their offensive prowess, putting up more than 50 points in their quarterfinal games. The winner of this CNS Baldwinsville game will play the winner of Christian Brothers Academy and Utica Proctor next week inside the Dome for a Section 3 Class AA championship. With Dale Drypulcher, I'm Michael Tricarico. Dale, these two teams played 6 weeks ago. CNS won 41-19, but that was a game that was 14-12 at the half, and the Baldwinsville side believes that if they limit their mistakes, they've got a great shot in this one.
Hey everybody, welcome inside our Visit Syracuse broadcast booth with Jack Gordon. I'm Michael Tricarico. Ton of fun here at the ballpark today. There was a ton of fun last night, Jack. A walk-off win for the Mets, their first walk-off win of the season. Hey, everybody. Welcome inside our Visit Syracuse broadcast booth with Jack Gordon. I'm Michael Tricarico. Happy to have you joining us. And, Jack, the red-hot Syracuse Mets are so good because of great balance. Best offense in the International League the second half, and one of the best pitching staffs. Nolan McLean is a big reason why.
Ravsmovsky hands off, and Washington breaks free for the third time today! 54 yards! CNS retakes the lead! Battle, nifty inside, and the slam for Tyus Battle! The sophomore climbs the ladder! Salcido, crossfield, Mariano rips and scores!
Here's the 1-0. Swing and a line drive, right center field, down for a hit, penetrating the gap to the wall. Williams has scored. Benj is being waved around third. The throw home is not in time.
7 seconds, Frank Howard. Pick and roll Coleman. Tyler Lydon from 3.
Third down and goal. Ferenzi on the rollout, and the toss back finds Cross, and Cross finds the end zone. Touchdown!
Draws the double team. Bomberry with the extra pass. Salcido! One more time! Back-to-back goals for Sergio Salcido, and the Orange is back in front.
Here comes the 2-1. Mauricio swings, drives it in the air, deep right field. Pinckney back, looking up, goodbye home run.
James in motion. James gets the carry. James barreling to the end zone for a Utica Proctor touchdown. 2 seconds left. Shot and a goal in the final seconds. It's David Sims with half a second remaining.
It's not often you get a freshman starting on an offensive line for the #1 program in New York State. It's also not often you get a freshman who is 6'4", 300 pounds. Casey Brown said he saw a group of 6th, 7th, and 8th graders taking a break in a cafeteria last year while the football team was in the weight room. And Casey Brown said, I just saw a human being that looked much bigger than everybody else, and said, I need to find out who that is.
South Carolina State led by 4th-year head coach Murray Garvin. And in talking with Coach Garvin, he said he's never been to the Carrier Dome in person until today, but he's been there plenty of times in spirit. In fact, Coach Garvin watched SU and the Carrier Dome on TV growing up. He said he watched players like Sherman Douglas, Pearl Washington, Billy Owens, Ronnie Cycli. He said the mystique of the Carrier Dome is just so big. He said it's one of the Taj Mahals of basketball and somewhere you aspire to play and coach.
The ball was fair, and then skipped foul, and Jaschinski put both arms in the air and waved them side to side like an uncoordinated windshield wiper.
Started their last drive from the 41-yard line. This one to start from the 31.
That's a gift. When you get a gift like this, you got to cash in. It's like a coupon when you go to Wegmans.
You don't want those to expire.
No, you do not.
Here's the 0-1. High and in, and Williams goes down to the dirt. Was positioned like he was playing Twister. Left foot blue, right hand red.
Third down and long for CNS.
Ravsmovsky to pass. With time, evades the pressure, and Ravsmovsky takes off for a first down across the 25.
And that's what makes Jackson Ravsmovsky so dangerous. He has the ability to take a broken play and turn it into something positive.
They only rushed 4, dropped 7, so he found no intermediate people open, and he just decided when to tuck it and go. He obviously made a good decision, but that was good pass coverage by the Bees.
Baldwinsville has done such a great job containing Ravsmovsky's legs today, but they let him escape on that play. Third down pickup for the North Stars. Here's Johnson, nowhere to go. Killian wraps him up. A pickup of 1 for Anthony Johnson. And first downs have not been kind to Cicero North Syracuse's offense today.
They have not, and I'll tell you what, that was there was not much blocking there. Killian was right in the backfield just after the handoff.
Nearly a third of Ravsmovsky's yards on the ground came on that last third down play. Second down and 9. Johnson again. Had a couple of good blocks, but runs straight into Judson Ferris's arms. Ferris, the junior linebacker, was injured during the summer. They thought he might be out the entire season, but rehab went well, and he was back by week 4. Now finally at full strength.
Takes him up high. Now he struggles for extra yardage, but he stopped him in his tracks, and it brings up 3rd and 4.
Johnson, a sophomore. Dave Klein said he's still learning that running back position. North Stars go back to Lemon in the backfield on 3rd down and 4. Ravsmovsky keeps it himself, asking for a block, then launches downfield for Johnson. It's caught! Tristan Johnson inside the 10. Taken down by Marinelli. But the longest play of the game has Cicero North Syracuse inside the 10.
I thought Ravsmovsky was going to run. I think a lot of people did. And now he just lets it fly. And Johnson behind everybody, finally brought down by Marinelli.
56 yards on the hookup from Ravsmovsky to Johnson. That's the second time that he has gotten behind the Baldwinsville defense, but this pass was perfection from Jackson Ravsmovsky.
First and goal from the
5 seconds on the play clock for Cicero North Syracuse. First and goal from the 9, and timeout North Stars.
Good time to call a timeout. You're down this close. You don't want to end up with another 5 yards. So a smart timeout. They were not set in terms of what they were going to do. So call a timeout. Plenty of time left.
Well, one thing that Carl Sanfilippo mentioned about CNS is that Ravsmovsky is the key to their offense. Sanfilippo watches multiple games of film throughout the week, including CNS, of course, and he said that over the last couple of weeks, Ravsmovsky has just been throwing dimes. Well, that was certainly a dime to Johnson to set up Dave Klein's offense inside the 10-yard line.
It's so hard to be a safety on this team because when Ravsmovsky turns to run, you know he can run, and he really gets you thinking, and all you need to do is to hesitate a second, take that step up towards Ravsmovsky, and then somebody gets behind you, and Ravsmovsky can put it behind you, and he did.
Meanwhile, for the CNS receivers, how much of that is a learning process, understanding that you still have to find a way to get open when Ravsmovsky is extending the play?
By the same token, when do you turn around and block? You know, you really have to be a receiver, you really have to know a lot of things, and not only just catching the ball, but they made good decisions on that play, both the quarterback and Johnson.
A well-timed release from Tristan Johnson, understanding when to come back from the ball and then when to break downfield. Out of the timeout, it's first and goal for CNS from the 9-yard line. Here's Lemon. He's powering his way forward inside the 5-yard line. He's the power back, but boy, does he hit that hole hard.
He's got the hot hand. He's 195 pounds. That's a good size high school back. That's a good size back in college. But he's been the guy they've been running the ball. Second and goal.
from inside the 5. Lemon again, into the end zone, touchdown!
He was at top speed when he hit the line. That's what's called acceleration, initial acceleration. That's why they time you into 40. They want to see how fast you can get off that ball. Watch him get off here on that snap. Gone. Right up to top speed by the time he hits the line of scrimmage, into the end zone.
Team leading 14th touchdown this season for Laquan Lemon. Tyler Davies on for the extra point, and he sends it through.
Extra point is up and good.